Welcome to Thoughts That Can Change Your Life with me, Reverend Lee. So, I started out today asking myself this question: why accept what is? Because acceptance, a lot of times people can say, is allowing yourself to just be with what is, and you have no control. It also means, well, you're stuck. You're not going to move forward. As I put in the comments, I said, we have to realize that we all have natural limits and that everyone is different in this respect. And it's about accepting what we cannot change, and know that when we accept what we cannot change, we understand it's a rational decision. Here's something I know. I am 6'1". I cannot change and become 5'2", or change and become 7'1". I have a natural limit based on having a human body and a human mind. So I accept this is who I am. I'm 6'1". I do not have the frame from which I could build a thicker bodybuilder type body. I accept that, and I build on what I have. So when I accept what is, because I understand there are natural limits, it frees me. I'm not going to waste my time on things that are not significant to me. I'm going to use my time on things that I do have power over, that I can change. And that's really the key thing, because if I can accept where I am right here, right now, I build a foundation from which I can build on. But if I don't accept where I am, what am I building on? Am I building on a lie? Am I building on a myth? Am I building on a dream? No, you've got to have a solid foundation. It's like in a relationship. If you don't accept yourself, if you don't self-love yourself, there's no way you're going to self-love anyone else. Because you can only give to someone else what you can give to yourself. And here's what happens. We fool ourselves into believing we love ourselves more than we think. And the way to test this is try to become observant today and try to see where you're saying to yourself, you're not enough. Where are you saying to yourself, I can't do that? Then ask yourself the question, is it a natural limit that I'm dealing with, or is it a mental idea? And there's a real difference there. A natural limit, as I talked about, was I'm 6'1". For me to try to be 7'2", it's not rational. I have a natural limit to that. So I have to accept what my height is. And you can do this with any aspect of your life that you believe is natural. If you are like myself, I'm a Caucasian white male. I accept that's who I am. If you're a Caucasian white female, you accept that's who you are. You don't wish to be anything else. If you're an African American female, you accept I'm an African American female. If you are a Native American Indian, you accept that's who you are. You don't deny it. If you're gay, you accept you're gay. If you're straight, you accept you're straight. You have to accept what is. There are natural things. And some people will push back on me and say that gay is not a natural thing. And I say, yes, it is. I know individuals, we are all born unique and different, and some of us are born gay. My son is one. That's who he is. He's very proud, and he deserves to be proud because it's who he is. He accepts himself, loves it. He accepts that he's gay, and he moves forward with that. That's the beauty of life. You got to accept what is. I accept that I'm a father that has a gay son. Doesn't mean anything different. I love him as much as I would love anyone else on the planet. See, we don't have to understand things about other people. We just have to accept them where they are. and realize that in any moment, that person is doing the best they can with what they've got. And doesn't that free you? Doesn't that free you from judgment if you can accept that a person is doing the best they can with what they got? Of course. I see my friend Matthew is out there, but Matthew, I can't go clicking on a YouTube video right now while I'm talking to you. I'll look at it later, dude. Matt's in China, if I'm not mistaken. Has China opened up to visitors like myself? I wonder, because I want to go back to Mount Kailash, which is in Nepal, which is in Tibet, which is now a part of China. So I'm waiting anxiously to do that. I want you to know it was really interesting. Yesterday, Lori knows she was there with her family, but most of you are not local. But yesterday we had our local Sunday celebration. And I'm going to tell you, it was the most energy we've had, I'm going to say, since COVID began. I could feel a transformational energy of people coming together. I was juiced all day because while I've had this energy that nothing's going to stop me from experiencing and expressing life in its fullest, others haven't. But yesterday, as a group, you could feel the energy, and that was real important. I share that with you, not because you don't live here and make you jealous or anything. I share that with you is that it's time for you to live life fully. Accept that the pandemic was, accept that the pandemic is now done. Accept that you are a healthy expression of life. And what is it that's juicing you that you can't wait and want to do today? And don't let anything hold you back from that. Because really, the only thing that can hold you back from anything is you. Unless you've got some natural limits like we talked about earlier. But you understand your natural limits. And realize, make sure that they're natural limits and they're not self-imposed limits. Like they'll say to you, well, Lee, when you're doing cardio, you should be doing 80% of your resting heartbeat for your age. Well, that's just an average. It's just an average. I don't buy averages. Are you an average? No, you're an individual. You're not a statistic. You're a unique individual. You decide if you want to play the average game, or you can decide to play the unique game. I'll tell you, all the joy, the fulfillment, the satisfaction comes from the unique game. You're not here to play someone else's game. You're not here to live the way someone else wants you to live. You're here to constantly rediscover your truth and live it so fully. That's the piece of the puzzle that you are. You're the uniqueness of the infinite expressing itself as only you can. And you do the world a disservice when you're not being you. Being you is all you can be. Accept that. That's a rational decision, that you be you. But it's up to you to discover it. It's up to you to implement it. And that's what we talk about every day here at Agape. How to better self-love through conscious living. With that, share this message if you would like. The more people that get it, the better. Know that if you haven't bought my book, I have a book on Amazon called The Power in You. I think you'll love it. It's a great book. If you haven't bought it, you can get it in paperback, hard copy, you can get it in Kindle, and you can get the audiobook. I've made it easy for everyone to get the message. 16 powers in you that you can use. Simple, easy, and effortless. With that, I'm going to have a great day. And for you, I'm going to know that you too have your best day ever. Make it a great one, everyone. I love you. Aloha.